Hi folks, well I've just watched the Arsenal Man United game and I'm going to say from a Man United fan's point of view, that was awful, again by United. Absolutely awful. And, towards the end of the game, the management by Erik ten Hag was really poor. Really poor. I mean, on United stand, you're able to, there's a link where you can rate the players and the manager. And I gave the manager a 3 for this game. I wouldn't give him more than a 3. Taking Anthony off and putting Fred on. Yeah, an awful lot of players that knackered. You could have taken Ericsson off. You could have taken Bruno off. You could have taken McTominay off. And brought Garnacho on. That means you take a midfielder off, Fred goes on, an attacker off, Garnacho comes on. That makes more sense because at least you've got teeth. You take Anthony off. Whenever the ball, because Arsenal were attacking by this point and very, very dominant. Man United is 2-2 in the game, so therefore, they're just sitting back. Because they were just sitting back, because they weren't able to break, they lost 3-2. To me, I think a manager should be sacked for doing that. I really do. I think when a manager tries to play out a 2-2, when you've got 20 minutes to go and you end up losing 3-2, that should be sackable. That's cowardice. That's trying to play it safe. And it's like, the problem is you're supposed to be Manchester United. You're not supposed to be Crystal Palace or Everton or Fulham. You're supposed to be Manchester United. And I have no problem with Anthony being taken off. I thought Anthony was absolute crap again. I think Anthony is one of these players who I would be amazed if he ends up being a good player for United. I'd be amazed if he's not sold. I don't think he'd be sold in the summer, but I think the summer after, 2024, that summer, he'd be sold. Because he doesn't have the pace, he doesn't have the skill, and one would have to ask the question, what's the point of him? A lot of people are saying be patient with Anthony. The problem is, while you're being patient with him, who's going to provide? Because at the moment, the team has to carry a lot of players. A lot of players. Again, today, Shaw on the left. I mean, Shaw at centre-back, I think he did better. On the left, I hate Shaw on the left. I think he's absolutely awful. And again, today, doing the same. Backing off, giving the Arsenal winger plenty of time to get his cross in or his passing into the box, causing danger to your team. And he just backs off. That's what Shaw does. At some point, some idiot has taught him that that's what you do. I played left back and right back. Now, certainly for me, I'd rather play left back, being predominantly right-footed. Well, only right-footed, really. That's fair to say. So therefore, I'll try and bring the player to come onto my right foot, which is my stronger foot, and their weaker foot. I would close down the angle for them to use that right foot, for them to come in, and that's why you back off. You're backing off, but you're trying to manoeuvre the player into a position where you want them, and you're waiting, and you've got to time your challenge. The problem is, Shaw doesn't make a challenge. Shaw does not make a challenge. He just backs off most of the time. So to me, the team has to carry him. Wan-Bissaka was awful today. Absolutely terrible again. Out of position a lot. He made a couple of decent challenges. But you have to say he didn't do anything going forward. He offered nothing. Shaw offered absolutely nothing going forward today. I mean, the quality of balls to that Vegas, you've got him playing again. 6'7". What do they offer for him? Nothing. Nothing. Man of the match, I gave to Martinez. I thought Martinez was very good defensively, and he scored a goal. And so for him, yeah, he gets the man of the match. But generally speaking, for United, well, there wasn't a lot to be happy about. Rashford's goal was good. And again, apart from the goal, what did he do, Rashford? He was playing too deep for a lot of it. And I think Weghorst was okay. He played a lot of clever balls, but the problem is, yeah, his teammates weren't running onto them. And that wasn't good. So he looked worse than what he probably was. With that being the case. But yeah, as I say, to me, criminal. Yeah. You're 2-2, you've got 20 minutes to go against a top team that's fully confident and has already scored 2 goals against you. And you decide you want to just sit back. Really? That's insane. If you're 2-0 up, then do that. You don't take off your attackers when you're 2-2. Because then you take out your teeth. You've got no attack. You've got nothing to bite with. So the other team has no fear now. Or less fear because you took one of the fast players off. Yeah, one of the attacking players off. Even though, as I say, Anthony wasn't great. Okay, but you could swap him for someone else who's an attacker to keep the fear up for Arsenal. Keep their fear up for United attacking fast and scoring another goal. Yeah, but when you take off attacker and put a midfielder on, that's a massive problem. A massive problem. But as I say, at the moment, this team. Well, I think with Ericsson, I don't think he's playing great. He's playing okay, but not great. So at the moment, they're having to carry him. They're having to carry Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Tomine in this game. So that's 4 already. Weghorst and Anthony. That's a lot of players that a team has to carry. That's why, to me, this whole idea about being patient with Anthony, no, we can't. We don't have the quality. United brought him in because we didn't have the quality. He was supposed to be that quality. Because he isn't, you can't be patient with him. If you're being patient with him, you've got to accept that you're going to have a lot of games where he does nothing, like today. He was really poor today. He ran a bit. He tries to take players on, but as I say, he doesn't have the pace. And his passing and his control and everything was just off. Yeah. So be patient with someone who keeps on doing that. So maybe in 2 years' time, he'd be better. What do we do in that 2 years, though? Yeah, that's the problem for me. Yeah, it's the whole idea where people are saying be patient with Rashford. Well, for 2 years, he was absolutely awful. I would have happily sold him anywhere in that 2 years. Anywhere in that 2 years. I would have got rid. So in any other workforce, you wouldn't put up with a worker that wasn't performing. You just wouldn't. If they weren't performing week in, week out, you'd say, no, I'm sorry, but yeah, we've tried you. It doesn't work. You're going to have to go. Yeah. We can't rely upon you to do your job. We need to bring someone else in who can. So you take care. I wish you well. Bye-bye. That's the thing. In any other workforce, that's what you do. Even in Hollywood, if there's an actor who wasn't doing their job, they'll have to get rid of him. But not in football. Anyway, there you go. You take care. Enjoy. Bye-bye.